We are from ZENZ the Green Concept Salons, and we want to show you how to color hair with the Elumen color.
Yeah, we're going to show you today the first set range in Elumen, which is a lot of different pigments, in strong pigments like yellow, orange, blue, turquoise, and so on. We're going to show you all. And we have the light range over here. Anne-Sophie is showing you a little bit, if you can see it. And we have a darker range as well, we're going to show you in a minute. So Elumen is based on synthetic pigments, and is a color that coats the hair. So it films the hair, it doesn't go inside the hair. And that's why as well you have to think about what tone that the hair before the coloring is at. So that obviously that creates a shade underneath. So if you had a brown hair and you used some of the light colors, all you're going to get is the shine. So you have to think about the base of where you start on the hair. Elumen colors gray better if you use more pigments. So you have to go all the way back to the color star. So obviously if you have something gray or very light like my hair, transparent hair, you have to create the pigments back into the hair so that you get the layers building up, which creates a better coverage for the hair. It's very important with Elumen that you coat after you color with a cling film so that the color don't evaporate, so it stays moist, which gives a better coverage again for the hair. And we always have to use the heat, because it does help to open up the hair a little bit, which you know, because then the color will cover better.
And we make it for 25 minutes in the heat.
Yeah, 25 minutes.
And it's 38 degrees.
Yeah, 38 degrees. If it's a very coarse hair, sometimes I do 30-35 minutes, but it can vary. What colors today?
Yeah, I want to show how to mix some of the light color.
Yeah.
So I want to mix a blonde.
Yeah, like natural shade blonde. Yeah. So today Anne-Sophie, she's starting with a little bit of GB9, and the GB is obviously golden brown, and the 9 is the level 9 of the tone. So that's like a normal shade tones.
This is the color we have here.
GB9 on its own is really gorgeous. For example, for my hair, you can do it as a toner and you will get like that golden shade. But if you actually wanted a coverage for a grey hair, you would have to put more pigments in, and especially with the light colors, you do have to put, like again, more layers in the pigment, so you get a better coverage, a better depth in the color. So now she's putting a bit more.
I put a little bit more of AB9. You can see AB9.
And that's for ash brown, so it just has that very cold tone to it. And mixing them together actually works really well, because already there you get more pigments together.
I could just try to put a little bit on the paper. You can see how they're mixed.
So already you're getting more depth to the color. But if the hair is very grey or very light, you'll still, like I said, with the level of the hair, so you'll still get a slight see-through for the hair. So again, it becomes very natural and very floaty in the hair. So when it grows out as well, it's not a harsh outgrowing. It's very natural. A lot of people that we color, a lot of people don't even think they get colored. Obviously, if we use our range with the covers and reds, you know that you're colored. But again, you get a lot more vibration in the shade because of the different layers. So if you had a bit of sun-kissed from the summer, you still get that blend and shade, but very natural. And that's the thing with Elumen that I personally love as well.
Now I've just put 1 drop of Na2 in it.
Yeah, and
that's to make it a little bit darker.
Yeah, and Na2 is again this natural ash. And I think it's really easy with the letters, so you'll get used to that very quick. You know, golden is the G and B is brown, and yeah, obviously this level 2 is very dark, but just putting a drop in there, me and Anne-Sophie do that a lot. Again, you get more pigment, more depth, and you do get better coverage. It's all about play with Elumen, and I think it's all about just going back to the color star and not being so afraid of it. You know, we do the more literally dashes and squeezes you put in, the more pigments, the better coverage, the better lasting, really. But if I do highlights and you want to do a little bit of that ash tone to it, just the AB9 is perfect for that on its own.
Now I'll put a little bit BG7 in it, just to make it a little bit warmer and a little bit darker again.
And that's the thing as well, if you made it too golden, the color, it's so easy just to put like a drop, for example, of blue, or like Anne-Sophie is doing, she wants it a little bit more warmth to it. Just add a little dash of something golden and you will get right back to the tone. So don't be too afraid if you think, oh now it's not a funny color. Go back to your color star and just take the complementary color and you'll get right back to where you want.
Now you can see it's a little bit more warm than before, but still it's like a dark blonde color if you put it in a light hair. So it's very good. And can you tell a little bit how we mix it? We don't like put like 2 centimeters in it or 2 gram, but we just mix it a little bit.
Yeah, it is very much like I said, like I call it creative color, yes.
Yeah.
And you just have to let loose from all what you're used to. And like I said, use the eye. And we actually use this technique a lot, where we brush the color on, because you can almost see the color. Like if this would come on my hair, for example, this is basically what would come out. We do
and the same if you use it on the glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
You will get that shade again with what base that the hair is. So if I had a dark streak, obviously I would just get the gloss or the glow or the golden from the hair. And we do this in the salon when we mix the colors. This is how we see how the color will come out. And again, if it needs more green to be colder, more natural, if it needs more blue or a KK, which is the orange, completely copper, the one here. And then you will always get the lovely copper colors, the warm tones, back into the color straight away.